No.
We will start the experience with one full.
Show your face. Show your face, please. With sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright? Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, today we have a very tragic story to discuss with you guys on a situation where it may seem very weird and uncommon to you. However, we learned that this is a very common thing out in Nigeria amongst men who wish to gain some sort of wealth. And I don't mean in a grind and work your butt off type of way. I mean in a witchcraft or juju type of way that involves rituals to be done by the execution of a loved one. And that's where we have the story of two Nigerians who look to be very in love and wealthy, as they both can be seen on Instagram flashing designer clothes, high-end cars, go on vacations, and flashing off large sums of money. Not only do I want to spread awareness about the situation, but not only is this another story of domestic violence between two people that ended fatally, but like I always tell y'all, if you and your partner ever start getting to the point where you guys are always yelling or getting into a fight with one another, that's your sign to just leave. Point blank, period. It's not cute, it's not funny, nor does it mean that someone love you because they're putting their hands on you and trying to express their love or whatever weird, things that people come up with to make excuses on why their partner is actually putting their hands on you. Alright? Once it gets to the point where you guys are getting violent, as hard as it may seem, because I know that the love stuff is involved, get away before it becomes way too late. Now, for the people who are unaware of situations where men are sacrificing women to use their body parts to perform rituals, this is actually a very common thing in some areas. It's called witchcraft, and men are doing it because they believe that it'll bring them good fortune to live an extravagant lifestyle. A lifestyle of high-end cars, jewelry, the nightlife, women, designer clothes, money, and much more. Witchcraft practitioners are widely consulted for cures for various ailments, and because they are believed to have magical powers, they have clients that use them to protect them from a wide range of misfortunes and to bring good luck and wealth. In cases of their clients getting caught for killing, they would admit that they received human body parts but wasn't involved in any contract killings. In other cases, these practitioners allegedly pay for human body parts to perform their own rituals or tell their clients what they need to do or need to have in order to perform rituals for them. One of the money rituals allegedly consists of a man killing his lover and performing sexual acts with the corpse for 7 days, and then the ritual is complete. So, now that you understand how the ritual works and have an understanding of what's going on, let's get into the story of a man who goes by the name of KillaBoi that took his girlfriend's life, who was a popular Nigerian influencer, and admitting it on social media. Alright, now KillaBoi, who goes by the Instagram handle KillaBoi Gram, which kind of sounds crazy given the circumstance now that we're here, the whole killing and KillaBoi and whatever the case may be. He claims to be a blockchain developer and dabbled in the crypto market. On his socials, he can be seen living a life with all sorts of designer luxury clothing, trip taking, and high-end vehicles. He even shows off by going on a big shopping spree while in Dubai. Now, we all know that Looks can be deceiving, and this is why I always tell y'all, just because someone looks like they're living a life on social media doesn't mean that they actually are. Don't waste your time wanting what someone else got unless you know for sure how they actually obtained it, because all money isn't good money. In this case, KillaBoi seemed to have it all up until now. KillaBoi would take to his Instagram to admit to murdering his girlfriend Austa, who is a Nigerian social media influencer. Let's get into what he had to say via Instagram story, and in the end, speak about why he said he did what he did. I'm actually curious to hear what you guys have to say in reference to all of this, because it's pretty intense and seemed like he really had no clear reason of killing her besides wanting to have money. Which is sad, and not only that, it's not every day you hear about these guys killing their girlfriends because of rituals and other crazy things of that nature. Alright, now in the first slide, he says, quote, I got into an argument with my girlfriend at austa_XXO, which fight I mistakenly stabbed her and ran away out of fear and been suicidal since then. I won't intend to end my life now because I have lost the one I cherish so much. I want to do the right thing and turn myself in. I will gladly die by paying with my life now. Then in the next slide he says, quote, I have failed myself, I have failed my mom, I have failed my family. Oh Lord, I can't believe this. I can't leave with this guilt, and I guess he meant live. I can't live with this guilt, I'm going crazy. Nothing too kind again, and I will say nothing but the truth all from the beginning to what brought us here. Then in the next slide he says, quote, I should have left this toxic relationship, but I didn't. Oh Lord, forgive me for my sins. I wish I could go back in time and undo this, but it has happened. I'm not a bad person. I'm not an evil person. I'm not a criminal. I didn't commit murder. Nothing was intended. Oh Lord, I don't know how this happened, but I want to live my remaining day on earth now, knowing I do the right thing and take accountability. I will say nothing but the truth and come out clean and hope God grant me eternal peace and accept me. Then in the next slide he says, quote, I ruined my life at the age of 26. Oh my God, I'm going crazy. I want to die. Then in the next slide he says, quote, I'm not a bad person. I swear I'm not a bad person. But with what has happened, I think I deserve nothing but death. I would gladly die by hanging, by shooting, whichever way fate has for me, I'm willing. I can't live with this guilt, knowing the girl I love so much died in my own hands. Oh God, why this? What do I do now? I deserve death. I want to die. Then in the next slide, he says, quote, I can't face my family. How did I do this to my only brother, knowing he has no one but me? I failed you, wisdom. Please forgive me. Nobody else might truly know me, but I believe only you do and knows my heart. Please forgive your elder brother for putting through the misery. I guess he meant through the misery, or you through the misery, or whatever the case may be. Now after the slides, he will also post screenshots of him contacting the mother of Austa and explaining what he did and apologizing for his actions. In the first text thread, he said, quote, I'm deeply sorry and pain to the heart things resulted this way. I never intended to take my beloved Austa life. I loved her so much and I'm in so much pain and have been suicidal. It was a mistake and an accident as we got into a serious argument and fight which led to her carrying knives. I'm not a bad person, I'm not a criminal, I'm not ritualist, and nothing like all you have said. I have never killed in my life before, and also my cousin wasn't aware in the first place, and he might have ran away out of fear when he found out, I guess, but was never an accomplice or knows anything. For days I have been trying to kill myself. I put you on conference with my uncle to break the news to you, both at the same time about what happened, but you never joined the call, and I was dumbfounded to speak to only my uncle at that point, and ended up turning my phone off and looked for means to take my own life. I had been suicidal since then. I'm sorry for the pain I have caused you, and I promise to turn myself in. I have brought shame upon myself and my family, and most especially have disappointed you who loved me and took me as your own son. I'm ready to die too for the crime I have committed. There's no justification for death, and I think I deserve one now. I will pay with my life. Please forgive me, Mom Cordelia. I genuinely love Augusta and you. Please forgive me. I will turn myself in and pay with my life. My beloved Austa is gone, and living here on earth now seems meaningless and of no use to me. I wish I could reverse time, but it's lost already. Then in the next text thread that he said to the mother, he says, quote, I have prayed and asked God to forgive me for this and will willingly die and take any punishment you and your family choose. I want to do the right thing and give in as God has instructed after my prayer. Instead of running away, I will give in because deep down I know my heart is clean and nothing was intentional, as there's no way I will put myself in such situations knowing I will be ruined in life. I will call my people tomorrow and break the news to them too by myself, then turn myself in. Please forgive me, Mom. I have failed you and I have failed my own mom that gave birth to me. Please forgive me. I will pay. I'm not saying all this to escape death. I'm in pains, and the only thing I pray is you find a place in your heart to forgive me. Broken heart emojis. Now, after the text thread that he posted, he will actually go back to speaking on how he felt about the whole situation and pretty much just keep going on. He said, quote, I want no sympathy. I want no pity. I'm truly down and broken from what has happened, and I deserve nothing but death. Yes, I truly do and want to for her soul to rest in peace. I will turn myself in, I promise, and she will get justice. Then in the next slide, he says, quote, my days in earth are numbered already. I know I have not much days left to live in this evil world, and there's nothing to lie about anymore, as there's nothing to lose. I have lost it all already and nothing to prove anymore. I will say the truth, and only the truth will bring me God's acceptance in heaven, I believe. I will live the remaining days I have been truthful, cooperating with things, investigation, and all turning myself in while awaiting death. This is my promise to God. Now I will keep to this. Then in the next slide, he says, quote, I achieved so much at 26 years old, I had the world at my palm. I won over 300 million naira or more on sporty bet between last year to this year, which is unbelievable. I made move from launch pad launches. I had everything I could wish for. I lived that life. I had the cars, good life and all. I got dual citizenship. What else? I was in such a good place. God did everything for me, answered all my prayers. I got everything I ever wished for, God, and it ended like this. Oh my God, how did this happen? I ruined my life by myself, God. Then in the last slide, he will say, quote, I will turn myself in shortly. Bye for now till I do so. After that, I accept whatever fate has for me, including death. So that's pretty much it, man. At the end, KillaBoi says that he's turning himself in because he couldn't live with what he had did to his lover. And I don't know what type of relationship they had, because he explains in one of the slides that it was toxic. He wished he would have got out of the toxic relationship, which tells me that that isn't the first incident that they had. They probably had many fights, many domestic disputes, but this was just one that went out of hand, and he actually ended up killing her. Now, judging from what the text thread said, he's making it seem as if it was just a little simple incident that went overboard. But I think the mom is saying that he was pretty much doing that for a ritual. It was nothing about a fight or nothing like that. It was more so a ritual that he participated in, but he's trying to cover it by saying that it was, an incident that just went overboard. Who knows? But he's saying he accepts his fate. He's turning himself in, and I guess justice will serve as that. On another note, I guess some people are just desperate for money and fame and to live the lavish lifestyle and will stop at nothing to achieve it. Like I stated earlier, this whole scenario sounds crazy to us all, but it seems to be an ongoing trend for youngsters in Nigeria who are looking to acquire wealth. Whether that's the situation here or whatever. We just know that it's a known thing where men are pretty much sacrificing women to have wealth. Alright, so y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Let me know if y'all think that your boy KillaBoi, was he actually trying to sacrifice her, or was it an incident that did get out of hand and he probably just went overboard? Which is kind of weird because, in a domestic dispute, if y'all fighting, whether it's with your hands or whatever, I wonder what possessed him to get a knife and I guess stab her. What made him take it that far to where he felt like he had to hurt her that much if he claims that he loves her so much? It's different to have a fist fight. That's not good, but I'm just saying, to grapple, fist fight, whatever. But to take a knife and go do harm to somebody that you claim you love, you pretty much killed them. And I don't know how much times he stabbed her, or they didn't really get into details, but like I said, I wonder what happened. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all think it was intentional or it wasn't. Alright? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.